40 years ago, a movie about a poltergeist tormenting a family came out. And we only talk about poltergeists. Nobody ever talks about the one that we're going to talk about next. Welcome to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional, and this is Dave from Nerdbox, and I am accompanied by my wife, Jen, also from Nerdbox. And on this episode, during the 31 days of Halloween, we are talking about The Entity. So fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
Carla Moran is a single mother of three who is viciously attacked by a poltergeist, and when she tries to seek help, professionals believe that she's suffering from psychotic episodes due to her past. Barbara Hershey plays Carla.
In the first 5 minutes of this film, it's a go. We're not waiting 20 minutes, we're not introducing characters, we're not establishing story arcs. It's just like in the first 5 minutes, things go down.
Yeah, they establish characters and story arcs as they go along.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all happening at once. The storyline, the characters, and the vicious attacks.
Yeah, now this came out a few months after Poltergeist, so people may have had their fill of scary ghost movies. Kind of like another film that we're going to talk about with Stir of Echoes and Sixth Sense. It was filmed way far in advance of Poltergeist. It was supposed to come out the year prior to it. In fact, for those that don't know, we didn't put this in our Pop 5, but here's a fact from behind the scenes of Poltergeist, is that the mom in the Poltergeist was originally supposed to be raped at the end of that movie. But Steven Spielberg said, no, there's already a film that's doing that. Let's not do that as well. Mm-hmm. So that was passed up and it was left in this film, which happens in the first 5 minutes. It's not a spoiler. You're going to see it right away. And it is pretty vicious.
It is.
Now, The Entity is considered by some to be one of the scariest movies ever made. And
ghost movies.
Yeah.
One of the scariest ghost movies. Because obviously there might be something scarier when it comes to anything other, any other genre, part of horror.
Yeah, Barbarian.
Yeah.
Blair Witch.
Yeah.
For some. Now, some of that comes from the filming style that is being used by director Sidney J. Furie. Extreme close-ups, sharp angle shots where, people are sitting on an angle. This is all used to make the viewer unsettled and build in that disorientation and that tension while you're watching the film. So it is intense, it is disturbing, as it is scary.
Yeah. Now, a question that, of course, being horror fans that we get asked a lot is, what's the movie that really scared you? I don't ever really talk about it, but this is the one. Right, this movie rocked me to my core. It shook me to my core. I saw this, and I didn't see it the first time, so I was a young adult. Came out when I was 5. I did not watch it at 5. That would have, I would probably be crazy now if I had seen this at the age of 5. I didn't. I was a young adult, and I came across it by myself. I was home alone, and I was like, yeah, I want to watch this. I love paranormal stuff, right? So I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch this. And let me tell you that it has caused some of my sleep paralysis nightmares.
I can see that.
Yes, these are some of the things that would happen to me when I was having an episode. So it is, and I actually posted about it on Facebook, and my one cousin agreed that this was like the movie that shook her.
Yeah, now, this is not like the Poltergeist where you can watch it with the family.
No.
No. This is an adult movie. And depending on what you let your teenagers watch, maybe they can watch it too. But yeah, there's full frontal in this and other things, so no.
Yeah.
Like when we say there's rape in there is violent rape in there.
It's violent sexual assault done to a woman by someone you can't see. But you can see what he's doing. Every little thing.
Yeah, and while, you know, maybe there are films that you want to have conversations with your kids about.
This isn't the one.
Yeah, no, not at all.
No, I don't want to have a conversation with my girls about a ghost raping someone.
Yeah.
That's not something I want to do.
And the movie's over 2 hours long.
It is.
So, and it's not like 2 hours like, oh my god, it's like the Lord of the Rings where we got a movie about walking.
No, this stuff is going on the entire almost 2.5 hours that it is. That this stuff is happening like almost the entire time.
Mm-hmm. A little influence from Psycho in there, a little Easter egg with the music that they changed around.
Okay, enough.
Yeah, if you don't know why I'm talking about Easter eggs, it's because we're dropping a bunch of episodes, so go find those as well. Easter eggs on our channel.
And something that people may or may not know.
No, I did not know this.
Is that this film is a fictionalized account, but it's a fictionalized account based on the 1974 case of Doris Bither, a woman who claimed to have been repeatedly sexually assaulted by an invisible entity and who was observed by doctoral students at the University of California, Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And
not inspired by, based on.
No, based on. So obviously they made their own story, but it was based on this story that actually happened to someone. And I think after you watch it, and then, see, they don't tell you that until the end,
mm-hmm.
where a lot of movies, or most movies will say, based on a true story, inspired by a true story. This doesn't tell you until the end. So
mm-hmm.
you've seen the entire movie, and then at the very end, it's like telling you, oh yeah, this person now lives here, and it was based on this, and he didn't have a clue.
Yep. And this is the second time I watched it.
Yeah.
Now, one of the other things that differs from Poltergeist 2 is you don't have people that are just jumping on board, right? This is realistically more like real life, where you have people that are like, no, she's crazy.
Yes.
And they're trying to tie her psychosis to other things that may have occurred in her life. Yeah. And not just say, yeah, ghosts. Yeah, there's no such thing as ghosts. And then, of course, you have people that do believe in ghosts. So there's the conflict that happens with the people that believe and don't believe that are in the science fields.
Yeah. And even, like, she has 3 kids. Her oldest is 16 in the film. The other 2 girls are younger. But even her 16-year-old questions her at first. Like, questions her sanity.
Mm-hmm.
Until he witnesses things for himself. But, you know, her best friend is the one who suggested she seek psychological help. So obviously she's not being believed by even the closest people to her. And I think that's more like real life.
Yeah, I say it's like a ghost story that is on the lines of The Exorcist, because The Exorcist, you have the mom that is going to seek out help, and the priest is like, yeah, no, that just doesn't happen until he starts to see things, and then he slowly starts to believe on what's going on. And that's very much what happened to Roland Doe in real life. If you don't know who Roland Doe is, you'll see a little image pop up here, and you can go watch the story of that from our channel. But yes, so there's realism in this movie. There are intense scenes in it. There's not like Poltergeist coming down the steps. So it is truly a invisible entity that is happening in this film. And that kind of just ups the scare factor, I think.
Yeah. I think the fact that it is an invisible entity, and what he does to this woman is just vile. It's vile, and it is really scary, because first of all, one of her worst nightmares is being sexually assaulted. And to have it happen in your own home by something you legitimately can't see. So how can you even try to stop it from happening?
And then be accused that it's fake.
Yeah, or be accused that you want to have sex with your son.
Yeah, that does happen in the movie too.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
So this movie is likely to probably piss some people off, depending on how sensitive they are to this topic. And if you are, just like we talked about with the Terrifier review, just avoid this one, right? Because it deals with some heavy topics. While it is a horror movie, it is intense. Yeah, it's intense, and it's definitely over the top as far as things that you would see in any horror movie. You know, I mean, it's very
sensitive. It's sensitive material, and I mean, but Barbara Hershey was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, of course, she is, like, amazing, especially in horror movies. She loves to do them, clearly.
Yeah,
but...
you don't remember who she is. She's in Insidious.
She is.
She's the grandma.
She's the grandma in Insidious, and she was great in that, too.
Yeah, it's nice that they paid respect to Poltergeist and this movie in that film by bringing her into it, so.
Absolutely. And, by the way, she still looks amazing.
Yeah. You have to get her autograph sometime in the future.
You do.
Alright, and... while it is the 31 days of Halloween, it is also our quest for 5,000 subscribers, and it is also Terrifier month, so we got a lot of things going on. But there is one thing that you can win prizes on, and it is the quest for 5,000 subscribers, because what you need to do is...
like, subscribe, share, drop a comment.
Yes, let us know what you're watching this Halloween. Let us know if you're going to watch this movie or if you've seen it and what you think about it. And let us know if you haven't watched it and you do go watch it, come back and let us know what you think of it.
But just remember, you've been warned that if you are sensitive to these things, this may not be the film for you, because this does happen immediately and throughout the entire movie.
Where you can watch it will be in the comments and in the description, so that'll help you find the movie so you can go watch and check this out. For every video that we get to 100 comments and 100 likes, and that you help us expand our audience on, you're going to be awarded with a prize of your choice. And when we hit 5,000 subscribers, you get an opportunity to win this box of Strawberries and Scream, signed by Matthew Lillard and David Arquette. Pretty sweet deal.
I think so. I mean, all you have to do is leave some comments, like, subscribe, share some things, and then you get this. Yeah. Anyway, until tomorrow on the next episode of the Popcorn Confessionals, 31 Days of Halloween. See ya.